Have you guys seen the best movie of this year? Possibly the best movie to ever come out, if I'm going to be honest. If you didn't know, Morbius has become a giant meme over the last couple of weeks because, the movie came out. It was a quote-unquote Spider-Man sequel, and people were just bombing on it. They were dogging on it because this movie is not good. It is very bad. It's a huge letdown for a lot of people, considering they've been playing the trailer in it for movies and on TV and stuff like that for like 2.5 years, because they didn't want to release it during COVID. My God, can you imagine if they released it during COVID? It would have bombed so hard. But I'm taking a look at my analytics, and only like 2% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed to the channel. Consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind later. The movie finally came out, and it completely bombed at the box office. I mean, I'm pretty sure it lost money. I don't remember exactly how much it made, or how much it took to make, but it made only like $73 million. When this is a movie that was made from Sony, and it's in the quote-unquote Spider-Man universe, so you think this would have been a much bigger movie, but why would it be? Of course it has these big backers, and a lot of people like Spider-Man already, but bad movies aren't just gonna make a ton of money. And because it was so bad, it's been a huge meme on the internet of, oh, it's the best movie ever, or if you've heard of, oh, it's Morbin time, all these super cringy dialogue lines from the actual movie that got turned into memes. So the geniuses at Sony thought, oh, well, now that it's a huge meme, this would be a perfect time to re-release the movie. Yeah, they didn't even have the movie in the theater for like over a month because it was bombing so hard. But they decided to re-release it to 1,000 theaters because, it became a big meme. And honestly, I can't blame them. I mean, they're trying to recoup some money on how much they lost over this movie. And, if they thought it was, popular enough on the internet, then maybe people might go see it. But I think the thing they forgot was it's very popular on the internet, but it's not because people are happy with the movie. It's because they're laughing at the movie. They're not laughing with Sony. They're laughing at Sony. And that was their big fault. So they re-released the movie to 1,000 theaters, and the film made just $85,000 on Friday. Over 1,000 theaters. And as far as I know, that might be split. So it looks like it's more like 42,500. So it bring up its domestic box office to 73.5 million, which is just crazy. I mean, I don't think we've ever seen something like this before, where a major company like Sony pulls the movie because they know they're losing money on it, and then they re-release it because it's a big internet meme, and it bombs again. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it sounds like Sony got morbed. It's Morbin time for Sony's advertising team. They're getting the boot because, oh my gosh, that's just a crazy loss for them. And it's kind of deserved. I mean, as much as, yes, I think the Morbius memes are funny, and I've posted some on like Instagram, I don't think they deserve, any more money to come out of this movie. This is what happens when you make crap projects, and a lot of reviewers were pretty much saying this is what happens when Sony is trying to build their own entire cinematic universe on Spider-Man's back. And I completely agree about that. I mean, I love Spider-Man, but I don't care enough about Spider-Man's, other villains. I mean, sure, I love Spider-Man No Way Home. That's because it had all the great people, Doc Ock and Willem Dafoe as, Green Goblin. That was a perfect movie. One of my favorites to ever come out. But Morbius, I mean, I'd never heard about the guy until they made a movie about him. So that's a big red flag. And then I guess they're doing something with the Venom movies. But I think Sony needs to diversify. They have the money. They have the licenses. They can do something better than this Morbius crap. Sony likely re-released the movie with the hope, with the renewed interest in, it's the Morbin time meme, would somehow trigger a second larger wave of people who would want to sit through the Spider-Man send-off. But it turns out the meme popularity doesn't directly correlate to genuine interest. Who could have guessed? It's even more cringy. And even a more cringy move, Jared Leto, the star of Morbius, just had to get on the meme, posting a video on his social media of him reading a fake script to Morbius 2, which I didn't think it was cringy. I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, he's getting in on the meme, but unfortunately, sorry, Jared Leto, I honestly think that, I was laughing with you, but most people weren't. They weren't laughing with you, they were laughing at you. I mean, it was the star of your movie. The money directly correlates, how much the Morbius movie is making to how much you're getting paid. So I don't think people are laughing with you, they're laughing at you. So he posted a video of him reading a fake script to Morbius 2. It's Morbin time. Here's to hoping that Sony is just trolling us and isn't planning to have Dr. Morbius make a cameo in the next Spider-Man with his new catchphrase, or get something even worse like a sequel. And I completely agree about that. I really just hope that they leave this character in the dust and don't do anything more with him. Like, I'm sorry, Jared Leto, I do not care about your character enough. I mean, I've heard people say, oh, Morbius is so bad, you should just watch it because, so you can laugh at it. But it's not worth my time, I swear to God. It's like, I prefer to just hold my breath, go to a petting zoo, take a shit, I don't know. So I would prefer to do anything other than watch Morbius. I'm not interested at all yet. It's funny meme, haha, but I'm not wasting my time on that junk movie, and I hope you aren't either. But yeah, they've done this in the past. A lot of these Marvel, DC, and Sony, if something flops, they just forget about it. They pretty much pretend like it never existed, which I'm all for. I mean, there's no reason to bring Morbius into the next Spider-Man or Venom or anything like that. I don't want to see it. And I think this is quite a moment in film history. I mean, if you really think about this will go down in meme history. They literally re-released the movie and made like $40,000, which, if you didn't know, that's super low. That's like an average of $40 per theater that they released it on. And with movie prices nowadays, that's like 4 tickets. That's like 4 or 5 tickets. That's like a family going to see it. Imagine going with your family to see Morbius and the entire theater is fucking empty. But I think it's a moment in meme history. This is something to be remembered about. We literally memed and morbed Sony into re-releasing this movie, so they could recoup some of their losses. And it just bombed again. And so I think that really shows that even if something is popular in, like internet culture or meme culture, they have to really understand why it's popular. Yes, Morbius is super popular online, but it's because people are laughing at how bad the movie is. And after a month of hearing the movie is bad, I'm not going to go to the movie theater and spend $15 on a ticket and $10 on popcorn and $1,000 on candy to watch this crap movie. I mean, if I really wanted to watch it, I'm sure I could just find it, but I don't care. I really don't care enough about this movie to even give it a try. Maybe I'll watch a breakdown video, but I skipped the 20-minute breakdown video on how the movie became, like a laughing stock of the internet. And if I'm not willing to watch a 20-minute video on it, I'm sure as hell not watching an hour and a half or 2-hour movie, as much as it might be funny. I did, however, recently go see that new Tom Cruise movie, The Top Gun, and holy crap, that's how movies should be made. Take notes, Sony. You need to do something like that, more practical effects, because I think that was one of the big criticism of Morbius is the CGI. It looks terrible and there's way too much of it. But yeah, Top Gun was phenomenal. That's a movie I recommend. If you're looking for movie recommendations, that's a great movie. I don't think you need to watch the first one, but the new one is phenomenal. I think Tom Cruise is one of the best actors of his time and still is, and Top Gun is just another movie to prove it. And of course, it was Tom Cruise's biggest opening weekend, and so that's what I went to see instead of Morbius, and I will go do it next time. Next Tom Cruise movie, if it's going against Morbius 2, I'm going to Tom Cruise. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.